Hey y'all, it's me. I hope that you all are doing well. And yes, so channeled message for today. Oh my gosh. So, how do I say this? Within my own life, I have become hyper aware that I am addicted to chaos, or at least I feel like I was. Now I'm like, girl, we're not doing that. But I've realized that patterns of self-sabotage and like feelings of unworthiness were coming through a lot for me this year. This is a sovereign space. No demonic dark energies, are allowed in this field or in this space. Excuse me. Ooh, I just ate some falafel. So your girl is feeling it a bit. But I was like, wow, I don't have to be addicted to chaos. I can actually choose to be at peace. So this week I have been just kind of sad because some unexpected things happen, and in life we get tested at different moments. So I just feel like I've been hit with like back-to-back tests this week, and I've been just really like sad. Within that sadness though, I've also been extremely grateful because I know that my soul is guiding me and that my soul is at the forefront of everything, and that all of these experiences that sometimes are extremely intense and don't quite fully make sense in the moment are happening. I know that my soul is orchestrating everything, and eventually the clarity always comes. Like, I have never had a situation in my life where I did not have clarity come through at a certain point. It may take a couple, maybe a year, a couple months, a couple years, whatever, but the clarity will find you if you're open to receiving it. So, yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. I have been extremely sad since yesterday because I was getting to know someone that I'm probably gonna get emotional again, left a huge impact in my life. And I was instructed by my soul that I had to let it go because it was meant to just serve a purpose for that time. And that was it. And I have been devastated because I cared about this person so much. And this happened yesterday, and I still care about them so much. But energetically, it's just not a good fit. It's not a match. And I was just, but like, it felt like it was, but my intuition and my spirit told me like, no, like this timeline, this person, this experience has to end. I have been so devastated since yesterday. And at the same time, I just have to accept that this was meant to happen. So, quick backstory. I pretty much this entire year have been focused on my healing. I haven't really dated seriously. I haven't really I've just been really focused on my healing. Like, I've kind of been feeling like distant and like just kind of like about being, close to people in that way. Ugh, my nose is running. And so when this person appeared in my life, I was still in that space. And so I was kind of like, okay, like, do I let them in or do I keep my guard up? And my soul told me to let them in. What's crazy is throughout the last few months, of course, I've met different people. People sometimes will approach me, whatever. But my soul just kept saying like, no, 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 no. There's going to be someone else there. No, no, no. So when this person appeared, my mind was like, oh, it's probably just going to be like the rest, like where my soul just says no. But my soul didn't say no. So it was crazy because my soul was like, yes. And then I kind of intuitively just felt into the possibility of like pursuing something with this person. And it was a yes. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like this is happening. So for the last month, we've been going on dates. He just has like treated me so amazing. He has treated me so good. And I literally I really felt like I was like falling in love. This sounds crazy because it had only been a month. But quick other backstory. We actually knew each other 3 years ago and we tried to date, but it just didn't work out for various reasons. I think we both just needed to heal and mature a bit. So when it circled back this time, I was kind of like, do I want to give this a chance? Do I actually want to like pursue this? And again, my soul told me yes. My soul told me yes. And so I did. And so for the last month, everything was beautiful. Like he took me out on multiple dates. He just paid for so many things. I've been tuning into the Dave Ramsey method. So I've been very, very, very like particular about my spending habits. And so he told me like, don't worry about it. I'll cover certain things for you. And like, he just was an angel. Like, I don't have the words. But a few days ago, I got an energy reading. I got an activation. And it was an activation, but intuitively my soul told me to tune into a live that M had done earlier that day. And she was just talking about how some people are like more receptive to allowing energies to come into their vessel. And it's hard to explain, but that's what it is. And I had noticed a couple days ago after being around this person and we had, you know, a very special moment. I'll say it like that. You can read between the lines. The next 2 days after that, I felt very like fatigued. I felt very like a lot of brain fog. And I didn't know why. I was like, where did this come from? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I think something is in my field. Because I'm a very sensitive person to energy. So I like can feel when things shift in my field. And I felt like fatigue in my mind. And I haven't experienced this in a long time. And so I was like, what could that be? And so then in this video, M was talking about how some people are, I gotta be careful what words I use because this algorithm is very, like, they be very, like, quick to take a video down. But so I'll just say it in a very specific way. Some people are designed to allow, their field just is able to allow access to things more easily. Like that's how they're designed. And so if you're in close proximity to someone, especially if you're intimate with someone in some way, those things can then access you. And again, these are things I've learned from M. DM me on Instagram to get her information. But intimacy is a powerful way that things can get access to your field or into your space. Because it's like a, you know, I'm not gonna use that word, but it's like it opens up a lot of energy transfer. So I noticed that happened that day. And then I was like, it could maybe be something, it could maybe not be. But my intuition was like, something is going on. So when she made that video, and I felt like the clarity and the answers would come because Initially, she was gonna do a live stream that Saturday, but it got pushed to Tuesday. And I just noticed when things get pushed around or like diverted, my soul will be like, this is happening for a reason. Something is going to happen and you're going to get clarity, and you're gonna have to like go through something and then the clarity will come. Literally, that's exactly what happened. So in her video, she was just talking about how like some people, they're able to bring energy into their field. They're just designed that way. But sometimes it can be, you know, if you're sensitive to energy and they're able to bring energy into this reality more seamless, like just not even seamlessly, that's a weird word to use, but just like efficiently, that could be like good things, but then it can also be not so good things. So you have to be like extremely careful about that, because that's just how that person is designed. And eventually the not so good things will notice that that being is spending time around you and will want to access you. And I got chills through my entire body. And she was like, the main way you can protect yourself is to just completely cut out access. And so that's what I did. He was devastated. I'm devastated. I still haven't really been able to fully explain this to him. And I may just send him this video because I literally don't know if we're going to ever speak again. And I feel like we won't for now. I don't know what the future holds, but my soul is telling me for now I have to focus on myself and give space and distance to that connection. But I'm just making a video about it because it's helping me heal by talking about it, and I know other people will go through this. But I just am sad that that happened. But the whole purpose of me making this video is to just make it very clear that when your soul instructs you to do something, even when it's gut-wrenchingly painful, you have to listen. Because in my life, I've only been here for 30-something years. Hey, I'm not giving y'all my full age. But I have had moments where I did not listen to my soul, and my soul F's my life up. Like, my car stopped working. Weird, like a lot of weird stuff happened. And then I prayed about it. My soul was like, yeah, like, of course I did this. I mean, maybe you didn't know I did it until you realized I did it, because you are not being obedient. And when you're not being obedient, it like puts you behind on the progress and trajectory that your soul is calling you towards. So I have just decided to let that person go. And I do want some additional clarity, so I will probably do a reading or get like an additional reading done just to get some additional thoughts or, you know, feedback. But I think I may send this to him just so he knows. But I am devastated. I have been crying so much, like so much, to the point where I'm like, damn, can I just not cry? Like, is that a thing? Like, can I just not cry? But I don't know. I feel like I had to make this video. I feel like it's really important to me that I keep sharing and speaking to people. And I don't know. It's like weird talking about this because I don't really like talking about stuff for real. But I've been feeling like I have to share my journey, because one day I'm gonna look back around this time and look back on all these videos and be like, wow, girl, like, look at your journey, you know? And I really just want to help other people too. So anyways, y'all, I'm about to go to sleep and probably cry myself to bed. But I did want to make a video and just at least acknowledge and address what I've been feeling inside. And so now, I guess the last thing I'll say is I'm really just, because this situation just got removed from my life, I have all this time again. Not that I didn't have the time when we were in our flow, But because it's just me and me again, I'm just really sitting with myself and I'm like, okay, how can I improve my relationship with myself? How can I work on like my shame? How can I work on like feelings of unworthiness? And I'm continuing to talk to my inner child and just really look at like, when did this thought of like shame or like unworthiness start? Like, what age was I? And just like really talking to that version of myself and clearing that energy, because I am worthy. You are worthy. And we have to deprogram ourselves and allow the truth of our capacity to really anchor into our being. And there's powerful ways to do that. There are activations that can be done. If you'd like to learn more, DM me on Instagram and I'll send you some information that I've come across and aligned with that has helped me on my journey. But yeah, good night, y'all. Have a great weekend.